Hi loves, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mal and we are doing a contact lens review. One of many. I do so many of these on my channel, but this one specifically is all about Elite lenses. Have you heard of this brand? This is somewhat of an underground brand and we're gonna try a few lenses from their collections. We're gonna see what they're really like. They are kind of pricey, but they're said to be the most natural contacts out there. So let's see if they can do it. I got 3 shades and I spent almost 200 USD on this order. So these are not cheap. These are actually quite pricey. We're gonna get into comfort, color, overall style, and my shopping experience because as a genuine customer, I have a lot of thoughts, okay? So I bought 3 lenses. I got the shades Opal, Amber, and Zultanite. I've heard good things about Zultanite, which I was super excited to try. I just wanna quickly show you guys the website and what kind of initially made me raise an eyebrow because I'm honestly confused by what the hell this website is. This is the most difficult to navigate website. It looks like they made it in like Microsoft PowerPoint. So yeah, let's go ahead and try them on. I want to show you the first pair that I got from this shallow diamond collection, and the shade that I got is called Amber. I feel like I have so much to say with this, but let me just be really concise with this. So number one, the color is very, very sheer. This is a eye tint. It is not going to be super transformative. It's going to be a sheer wash of color that's going to just slightly change your eye color. They are not pixelated, although the camera sometimes can pick that up. They are very blended with the eye. Now, are they natural? Absolutely. But if it's such a sheer color and it's making such a minimal impact, of course it's going to be natural, you know? So yes, they are natural, but I have to say I did want them to be just a little bit more transformative on me personally. I played with some different lighting and I made sure to use my lens that has like a little bit more of a crisper kind of quality so you could really see the lenses here. But, you know, in natural lighting like this shot here, they're almost undetectable. When I have my LED light on, you can see them a little bit more vibrant. That being said, the color's gorgeous, and honestly at first I was a little disappointed, but they really have grown on me. I like these. I like wearing them. They're very comfortable, honestly, extremely comfortable, like 9 out of 10 for comfort, maybe even a 9.5. And they look beautiful. They look very natural, of course, because they're making such a subtle impact. And I think they're a beautiful lens, honestly. I have no complaints. I've been wearing them a lot since I got them. I wouldn't have minded more color, I wouldn't have minded more of an impact, but overall, I think these are gorgeous, and Amber gives a greenish hue. This shallow diamond collection, these are yearly lenses at least, so, I mean, $65, here's how I like to break it down, okay? This is maybe some girl math, but it's actually actual math, so let me show you guys my little breakdown that I've been doing for contact lenses lately, because it helps me to really see what the price of things should be. So, they're $63? Okay, so they're $65. We're gonna take 65 and we're gonna divide it by 12 months out of the year. If I wear these for a whole year, then really I'm only paying $5.41 per month for these pair of lenses. So really when you break it down like that, it's not that bad. I got one other shade from the shallow diamond collection and it's called Zultanite. And this was another one that basically did nothing. Okay, I'm actually kind of joking. I'm being a bit sarcastic, but honestly, these did make less of an impact than I expected them to. This one is even more subtle on me personally than the first pair that I tried in Amber. I have Zultanite in my eyes here, and I feel like these ones are truly making like the tiniest difference possible. Now, for me personally, this is actually too subtle. This isn't making enough of an impact. I might as well be wearing a clear contact, I think, in this case. That being said, if you're looking for a very, 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 very sheer, subtle way to enhance your eyes, then you might like this. I was just a little bit shocked because the photos on the website, they looked a lot more impactful. They looked like they made a lot more of like a kind of vibrant, more olive glow to the eye. I would love to know if anyone else has tried these and if they've looked a little bit more impactful on them. But on me, I just felt like this is really sheer. Now, the color on the website is sort of a yellowish toned green. It says that it's a hazel, but yeah, I see no hazel in my eyes at least. Here I have both of them in, and again, I think it's a beautiful little tint of color, but for me personally, I never thought I would say this, but this is too natural. Oh my gosh. Now, the lenses will look different on everybody. I have a hard time imagining what these would look like on somebody with darker or lighter eyes because they just are really hard to read, but they will look different on everybody depending on even the tone of your eye, you know, the undertone, your hair color, your eye color, your skin color. All of those things can really go into changing the way that a contact lens can look on you. So you can kind of use me as a guide, but hopefully this will help you make your own decision if you think that something like this is worth it for you. Again, so curious about your guys' opinions on these. What do you truly think of them? Are they worth it, or is this like kind of going too sheer? Because to me it's too sheer. Okay, so let's move on to the Dazzling Gems collection. I actually wish I would have gotten more from this collection, but as mentioned, they don't have prescriptions, so it just, for me, I don't want to throw money away. It would be kind of pointless. That being said, I tried the shade Opal, and oh my god, it's beautiful. Wow, it's absolutely beautiful. Listen, this collection is meant to be for those that want a little bit more color without sacrificing natural. That's what their website says. So these definitely are standing out. They are lightening the eye a little bit, and the blend is so beautiful and so realistic looking. Opal is meant to be sort of like a gray, cooler toned lens, and this color is stunning. The photos on the website, again, are not doing it justice. I feel like these look amazing. They really, really blend and smooth like perfectly into your eyes. But again, it's pretty hard for these not to blend with your eyes because they're so subtle. So I want you to just keep in mind that, like, yes, they look very natural, but they look very natural because they're not making much of a difference. I think when you can see images and the video clips that I included with the artificial lighting, you can see them a lot better, but in natural daylight, they're just making like a very, very slight difference. This is described as a zinc gray. That's how I'm going to describe it. It has a beautiful neutral tone, very natural looking, while still giving a subtle yet realistic transformation. I think this is a stunning color. I've always kind of liked gray lenses on myself, so this is a obvious choice for me. And this is the type of subtle yet natural kind of transformation that I was hoping to see from Elite lenses. Now, it may at first look like the price point of these is sweet with that $23 mark, but keep in mind these are only a 1-month lens. So actually they're very expensive. They also aren't quite fitting perfectly on my eyes. You can see them moving just a little bit of the lens kind of moving around there. I do have a slight astigmatism on one of my eyes, so that could be why. But regardless, I love these. I think they look incredibly natural. They don't have prescription in this collection, which is very saddening. And they are very comfortable. These ones do also have a bit more feathering, kind of reminiscent of maybe like how the Solotica line of lenses looks. You get a little bit more feathering. They aren't super feathered from the pupil, but because the color is so natural, I think it just gives a very subtle, realistic effect. I like these a lot. I think they're beautiful. Okay, let's talk final thoughts because I have a lot to say about this brand. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to start with the comfort. These are very comfortable lenses. They feel very moist in the eyes. They honestly feel comparable to like Olens, which is another one of my favorite brands for comfort. So yeah, I would give them like a 9, maybe like a 9.2 out of 10 for comfort. They are very comfortable. My eyes feel very moist. When it comes to the price point, I think these are totally overpriced for what they are. Maybe it's wrong of me to assume, but I think that you should have more of an impact if you're going to charge that much for a contact lens. Like Solotica has really high price points, but they are totally transformational and still so natural. These are of course natural, but they're barely doing anything. So of course they're going to look natural. It just kind of seems like you're extorting the price a little bit to me. And although I really do like the way some of these look, I just can't get behind that price point. The ones that I'm wearing right now, these are amber, and yeah, I could see myself wearing these again. I think they're pretty, so I like them, but I'm just not overly impressed. And outside of that, all of the other details that kind of turned me off is just like their kind of website that just feels like it's not very well made. I don't know if that's just like the marketing background in me or what, but I just really I like branding, I like marketing, I like messaging. So when I see a website that just looks like it's kind of thrown together, it doesn't make me want to spend my money. I thought maybe if their website is bad, their Instagram might be okay. So I went on their Instagram. It's even worse. Like The Instagram is just terrible. I'm like, do you guys want help with your social media? Let me also not forget to mention, this is how my parcel came, okay? This little mailer. Like, I don't know. What are you charging so much for if you're not even gonna make the packaging look cute? These packages cost cents. They literally cost cents for a brand. If you are ordering like in bulk, this costs nothing. So like, where's the branding? Where's, at least maybe make it a black one to go with like the black aesthetic of your website? I don't know. Anyway, honestly, I feel like I'm rambling now. I have a lot of things that I just like wasn't that impressed with. The lenses are beautiful, they're comfortable, and yes, they are natural. I hope I'm not like hating on them too hard. Let me know if you guys really like Elite lenses. I know I've talked to some of you guys in my Facebook group and you've like, you know, praised them and said that some of them are really nice and you've liked them. And I think if you want to splurge and treat yourself a little bit and get something that's like really, really subtle, then go ahead. Especially if you're already a contact lens wearer, it kind of makes sense. Like, why not wear something that just gives a little difference to your eyes? Like I said, that's how I feel about these ones here in amber. I will be wearing them because they're just like a subtle change, and I wear contacts anyway. But if you're wanting to go out of your way to like see that it's going to do something magical, it's not. So save your money. That's what I think. And if you want to join my Facebook group, I'll put it down below in the description. We just like talk about contacts, share pictures, and it's really great because you can see contact lenses on other people. You can ask, like, has anyone tried this color or that color or whatever? And I try to post dupes and like other little behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, anyway, bye. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.